So my dad is my audience member today for my speech, and I'll set myself up right here. All right, this is going to be my persuasive speech on social media. As a teen growing up, I always had a connection towards any type of social media. I had my first phone in middle school. Well, not necessarily middle school. I had my first phone very young, but it wasn't until I had middle school where Instagram and Facebook had been started up. I had literally the first second I had my phone, I wanted to download any type of social media, post pictures and everything. At this time of 11 or 12, I definitely was not concerned with how I looked or how my body had been portrayed, so I wasn't worried about it. But as time had progressed and I was more focused on the internet, I paid more attention towards it. So once I saw what beauty was, I was comparing myself to every beautiful model and every beautiful celebrity. As entering high school, I pretty much became so insecure to the point where any beautiful thin girl I saw, I wanted to be her. I wanted to be them. I wanted to compare myself, saying that I wasn't beautiful. And today I still unfortunately feel this way, but so do other men and women and boys and girls. They still feel this way today, and that's unfortunate. But the question is, why do we feel this way? What is the reason why? So according to Dr. Jake Lindar, in his article, The Ultimate List of Body Image Statistics, is that 50% of 13-year-old young American girls reported unhappy with their body at age 13. And even at 17 years old, that percentage had raised to 80%. As for young boys, the research has shown that 25% of males mainly focus on their muscularity and their leanness. Social media is a huge part of why young men and women have body issues, and I believe that we should change that for the better. I believe that we should change the way that social media portrays beauty standards. Today I will explain the problems in which social media has created, the reason why this problem exists, and lastly, how we can possibly change this problem. To begin to understand how this problem is happening, we need to figure out what it represents today and what it is. Today, social media is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I already said Instagram, but Snapchat. And this is something that anyone can use and download. People can post images of themselves and friends and family. They can have their businesses being promoted. And social networking allows you to reach out to new people or customers without the hassle, which is according to Emily Weller. In her article, The Advantages of Social Networking, Promoting a Business, this focuses on the simplicity of being able to use social media, especially with businesses. This can definitely be a great way to meet new people, and it can be a way to promote your work, and it could be the benefits of the media. But what social media has created for men and women today is to strive to look like some form of perfection, which is not okay. As a teen who lives off of social media, firsthand have seen how the social media portrays beauty. And here I'll show some images of some edited photos. I believe that the problem begins with what is trending today and how it trends throughout the world so quickly. Like today of 2020, a woman with a slim body has to have a flat stomach and has to have no stretch marks. And as for a man, he needs to have a perfect six-pack and 6 foot or taller for any person to want him. And just a few minutes of being on any app, you can clearly see that girls and boys see this image of perfection that they need to follow. And in an article, The Complicated Truth About Social Media and Body Image, it is stated that social media does appear to be correlated with body image concerns. With all this in mind, you would expect the unfortunate disorders that could come from this expected beauty. One I will focus today is mainly anorexia. From the New England Modeling website, I read that this specific eating disorder is common with many women. The direct definition that this website has given me was that it is a woman that has an irrational fear of becoming obese, that they persistently starve themselves and their appetite. In social media, this is not the only reason that women and people have been coming to starve themselves to lead to anorexia, but it plays a large role in it, and it's unacceptable. They should be able to grab people's attention, wanting to make a change, wanting to make a difference in changing someone's life, to be able to be okay with how they look. From Washington EDU, it even states that 8 million people or more of the US have an eating disorder, and it can even start from the age of 8 years old. That's way too young to have an eating disorder or be able to worry about your body. You're a kid. You should be able to worry about fun stuff and hang out with your friends. But moving on, I will explain this beauty standard, the causes of it. When you think of possible reasons that this is happening, let's take a look at Victoria's Secret models. I'll show images of these too. I'm not body shaming them at all. I'm only observing what this company is promoting, and for example, let's look at their Love Their Body campaign. Here you see all these models have the same height, same shape, they look like copies of each other, in which this is supposed to promote all body types. The article Victoria's Secret versus Dove campaign, with Brenna McCaffrey cited throughout, they compare Victoria's Secret's campaign to Dove's campaign of loving their body. With these other images of Dove, which I will show, you can clearly see the differences in bodies. Dove is truly promoting a beautiful, unique body, that everyone is unique, everyone is beautiful in their own way, but that's still the problem, apparently, that in an article that I found of the Victoria's Secret one, that in today's society, not many fashion companies think being a size ranging from 6 to 12 is even acceptable, which is so sad to even think about, because that could be the average size of a woman. To me, the causes of this problem begins with the companies that promote a one-size model that are seen as perfect to society. The fact that we as a world of society are not used to a curvier woman or a man who is a little bit skinnier on like the bony side. That shouldn't matter, but that's extremely so sad that people worry about it. And social media promotes women that are in the modeling industry, and they promote men who have the perfect sculpted body. Now, from the learning the causes, let's see how we can solve this. First and foremost, people need to realize that this is a problem and it is happening. Second, people need to stop comparing themselves, needing to love their bodies for what it is. No one needs to be the same. Lastly, companies and media need to stop promoting unrealistic beauty. They need to really promote the real beauty that is happening today. In conclusion, people of all sorts are beautiful, and no one should have to follow a beauty standard that instantly makes them tear down who they are. Social media is a huge part of this standard of perfection, and as for people, I think we should change it. Thank you for listening to my speech.